Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the Pacific Northwest in a little place called Belfair, Washington. Hickville, USA, as I fondly like to call my little town, and welcome to my channel, everybody. So this is April 2025's Monday series video number 2. I am starting with number 2 because I couldn't figure out how to do video number 1 yet. So that's just how it goes sometimes, because I am doing something very different for April. So every month I usually concentrate on a stamp set, suite, or bundle, except for this month. This month I am trying my hand at concentrating on using a kit to do my Monday and my Saturday series of videos. Yes. And it's turning out to be quite frustrating, because I have pulled everything in the world I have at my stamp room. I have pulled it out and made a huge mess. Oh yeah, in the middle of my paper pumpkin videos. Yeah, I've got it all together. And when I'm done with this one, I've got to go through, put it all back, and then pull it out again to do another one, because it is getting it into everything. However, so I'm starting with the video number 2 because that is a case, a card. So for your information, on Mondays, the first Monday is a sketch card, the second is a case a card, the third is a shaker, and the fourth is a fun fold. If there are 5, it's a mystery as to what I will come up with for you and me both. And for the Saturdays, I do a beginner. For the first one, the second Saturday is a casual, the third is a avid, and the fourth is what I like to call an extreme. And if there are 5, then that is a mystery as well. So this will be very interesting to see what I can come up to with this kit. So this is called the Heirloom Arrangement Kit. And it gives you great visual detail as to how to put this kit together. Now, yes, I've started to tear this kit apart, so I cannot show you everything that comes in the kit. And another reason for that is there is only one set of supplies in one card. This is not a kit where you're making several of one card. You get enough supplies to make one card of each. So my first card I'm starting out with is the case a card, because I'm going to, yes, I'm going to tweak it. If you're wondering, what is she going to change it up? Oh yeah. I cannot help myself. That is what I do. That is what I enjoy doing. So we are going to refer to the picture and to the directions, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to change that. So the little, stamps are such. Thankful and grateful. I appreciate your kindness. Thank you for you. I feel lucky to have you. The little moth / butterfly in this little background. And for this one, I'm going to keep all 3 of them. But let's try to fold that. Sounds like I have a little piggy out here with me, and it's just a little chihuahua. A little bossy little chihuahua. My little TT, that is. And I am going to stick that in this little baggie here, so it stays with what stamps I don't have mounted yet. So that's just going to keep them good to go, hopefully, and hopefully I don't lose them. So if you're wondering, we are going to be casing this card, and I think there is a better picture of it. Yes, and this is, I knew there was the reason why I chose it. So this is my case a card right here, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to change it up, because I really like what I've come up with, and I hope you do as well. But let me show you some of the things that come in the kit, because this will be really probably Monday when I get to it will be. So you get all these butterflies. I already have the yellow one out. These vellum bits, which I'm not bringing. The vellum bit for this card is this one here. Yes, this one here. I'm not using that one for this. You get these bits. I did do the frame. This is the frame for this one. I'm not using a card-in envelope. I've already started cutting up the colored card bases, the pink, the blue. This is the really plain card base. I'm not cutting those apart. I pulled this one apart. I was trying to do the sketch card and that didn't work out to my favor. It just didn't work out. Those other elements you can see. After this video, I'm probably going to pull all of these apart because I don't want to lose any. All these wonderful elements. And then I started pulling things from my stash. Pulled the circle there and the flower. So let me put all of this back. The envelopes are the same. I will tell you that you can cut this apart. I was a little disappointed that it didn't go farther down there when I got, because I thought it's like, oh, look, you can use the envelope. No, there's not much in there, but you can use it. Just not as much as I wanted to. So, but I did cut those card bases apart. Remember, there's only 8 cards in this kit. So let me show you what I have. And I have more pieces in there. This is one of those envelopes that I am not using now. So here we go. And I am showing you some extras, what I'm bringing in. So I am using the thank you from, it would help if it's not covered up, from the December 2024's Paper Pumpkin. I tell you, I keep these on my desk. So we're using that. In these, Deb Fitzgerald, Deb F, as I'm going to fondly call her, sent me the mixed label dies, which I need to get on a magnetic sheet. I'm using 2 of these dies. These are going to come in really handy for this kit. I'm going to stick that in there so they don't get lost. I need my paper for my Stampin' Pierce mat. There isn't one, and I don't know why. Hold on. It's gone. Missing. Let's just pull out a whole bunch. Printer paper. I haven't gone to the library and done my mailing yet for April. I need to go print up a letter, and I usually end up with a few extras, and I use those as well. So there's that. And then my book. Yes. So you can see we're going to add some color to this one. Remember, because this is it here that we're using. Did I pull the wrong flower? Oh my goodness. I did pull the wrong flower. Oh well, I'm going with this flower because this is the reason why I chose it. I pulled the wrong flower, but we're going to choose that flower anyways. I just realized that is totally the wrong flower. But it doesn't matter. I'm sticking with it. That's my story. And we're sticking with it. So we are. So let's show you what I pulled to recreate this. Number one, it's not on the pretty and pink card base. This is on a white card base, which isn't going to matter because it's all going to get covered up with, ready for this gorgeousness, huh? This is Calypso Coral. Right? And you're going to be wondering, oh my goodness, where did she get that? Well, it is the back side of some Memories and More. Phyllis sent me these in here. The beautiful butterfly would look pretty. Excuse me, I just hiccuped. Would look pretty on this too, but I wanted, I didn't want to stamp everything. It just needed something in the background. I wanted something a little bolder. That's why I chose this flower. I like this boldness right there. Love the yellow. I wanted something with some color in it. Okay. So here is my label from the mixed label. Make sure I get this right. Mixed label dies, but let's go. Card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Layer number 1 is 4 by 5 1/4, and any Calypso Coral DSP would work as long as it has a small print, nothing big, and nothing too big. This is a small print, so this is going to work. Layer number 1. Now look at this print, right? This is that pocket full of Posies print that I was using and will be using for the storybook moments. This is really retired. But another similar print It's not going to be too busy. Here is that frame. So here's the frame. I'm going to keep this bit because you know I'm probably going to end up using that as well. When I get done with all of the videos for Monday and Saturdays, I'm going to go back and add videos for Wednesday for the extra pieces that are left over, because I know I'm going to have extra pieces. So this is how I'm changing this card up so far. We have a background piece in our frame. So layer number 2 is 2.5 by 4. That's the pocket full of posies. Layer number 3 is the frame. Then layer number 3 is the flower ephemera and the butterfly from the kit, right? Need to put that down before it marks on me. And then layer number 4 and 5 are the mixed label dies. Now, what I did here, is it still, yes, it's still on my machine. So I had this piece, that is what I cut off, and there is where I cut this from, and that's going to bring that color to the front here. So this is taking, oh, where did it go to now? There is this yellow bit. This is what they have right here, right? That covers all of that goodness up. I'm like, I do not like that. That just is covering everything up. So we're not adding this piece. We have a piece similar in size, right? It's very similar in size. So we're taking this piece away, saving it for another card, adding something back, and instead of adding our circle, which they added, they had the butterfly here covering up stuff. They added that yellow piece here, and then the circle. That's what they did, right? And they had a green piece coming up in here. This DSP of mine is taking place of the green stem. My butterfly is going to swap places over here. This piece is taking place of two things. It is taking place of this yellow piece and of this circle. So I can take this away, and now when you put this here, it's really, it's just going to fall into place. And then this piece is going to fall right there, and we're going to stamp our sentiment there. That's how this card is going to fall together. And guys, it took me hours to come to this, because you can see the mess in this stamp room. It took me hours to get to this one card. Yes, it did, but I'm so happy with it. So I'm going to stick these right over there, and we're going to get to stamping. And I haven't done this mushy smushy with anything. So this kit came with a pecan pie and some dimensionals and some tape, and that's it. This is going to go into my spots. The rest is going up there. That's just going to go in there for now. And I want to do colored. I thought we would do a little bit of this in crumb cake. So let's put this aside. They have all this hash tags. That's why I love this. This is so close to this. We can take this and go around the edge of the card base, because we don't need to do the entire thing. We're going to do the envelope. But first, we have to do the smushy smushy on everything. So let's figure out what I need. I'm using crumb cake for the hash one. So that one's done. And then for our words, for the words, we're going to use the brand new Calypso Coral. Look how pretty that is, and it slides really nice, surprisingly. For the words, we're going to put I appreciate your kindness. Ooh, that is really pretty. That's going to be our words. And then we're going to stamp this one. This is what they stamped on the circle. I feel lucky to have you. That's going to go on our envelope. And this one is going on the ends. Oh, that's going on the envelope as well. So all of these are going on the envelope. Thankful and Grateful is going on the envelope. Thank You we don't need to do because that one, this one, we'll do a yellow butterfly. So we got to do that one in yellow. Give me a second. Daffodil Delight. All right, we have it together. I'm not going to close that up because I'm going to use it in a minute. So let's stamp this piece. If I get it right, this is going to go here. And we are going to, this one, I'm just going to reach and tap it in the ink. Now I'm going to put it right about there. I appreciate your kindness. I didn't stamp an extra. This is the only one I have, and it came out great. So we're going to set that aside to dry for a minute because that's really wet and juicy. Juicy, juicy, juicy. We are going to stamp a butterfly. Or a moth. It kind of looks like both. One there. And I'm not kidding. I need to get out the paper pumpkin because there is a paper pumpkin that looks almost identical to this. If it's not the same stamp, I would be surprised. We need to stamp this, and we're going to stamp this off. Just like that. That one's done. Then back here, Thankful and Grateful. We're going to stamp that under the butterfly. The envelope then is done. We're going to set that aside as well. Now for the inside of the card. This might prove a little bit more. We're going to do some of these. Stamp off. I'm staggering them just to give it a little pattern. There's 1, 2, mimicking our yellow butterfly that is going on the front. And then Thank You. I'm just going to reach and tap that in there. I can just see myself inking my sweater up in Calypso Coral. Thank you. Oh, so, so, so pretty. Now we're going to come this way and start doing and give that inside a minute to dry up. So we're going to go, kind of hard to do the tap and twist there. We don't need to go far because we have the DSP. Let me just go like this. All right. Ooh. Didn't stamp off first. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. There we go. Now that all the stamping is done, I mean, this is really challenging me to think how I can use what I have in this kit, along with, of course, other things, and do what I normally do for my Monday and Saturday series. So I'm really excited to be able to do this. I really am. Besides the fact that I love everything in this kit. Little disappointed that you only got to make one of each card. And if you figure out the cost of these cards, they're almost $3 a card. Yeah. And I know they're very, very beautiful. So I'm going to get as much out of this kit by adding to it as I can. So next I'm going to take these two and glue them together. Now you can mimic this frame, of course, by using layering, nesting dies, whatever you want to call them, rectangle dies, and making your own frame out of DSP. We have these two together, we can glue them down. I'm not putting this one on dimensionals. I'm gluing everything flat. It's going to lead to that. And I'm doing it not so much in the center. I'm going a little to the left to make more room for the flower. So see how my flower is coming off? That's why this is over to the left, because I chose a different flower. Yes, I did. And I'm just going to run glue here and down here. And that should cover it. I could go up a little bit more, but I just did all that sticking down. So we're going to leave that to it. And this, ooh, almost forgot, this needs to go up underneath there. So my goodness, let's get that glued down. Almost forgot that I did want that up underneath there some bit. See, like that. Much nicer. Now let's glue those back down. It's a good thing I remembered at the last possible minute, right? This little bit here. Thank you, Deb. This was so kind of you. Oops, that didn't go all the way down to the end, and it needs to, or it will start sticking up. And our butterfly can go right there. In the corner. So that did not take long at all, right? So this was my case a card for April's. And yes, I did change it up. Of course I did. You guys know me. I've got to. I need to do my own thing. And because I did not do all the bling and everything, we're going to do the stickly glitter glue because that's so fun, right? Who wouldn't love the stickly glitter glue? I love this stuff. So I am going to go all on the flowers and of course the butterfly. Just on the green. Not doing the entire yellow flower, not yet, until we'll see what happens here in a minute when I get around to it and see, like, do I need to? I don't think so. I think that's really pretty good. Then I want to do some dots on this little pink. Looks like pink Queen Anne's lace. Wouldn't that be pretty if it came in pink? I'm sure they could spray it in pink. But that is what's so fun about kits, just like the paper pumpkin. It's your creative possibilities in each kit or set, because you don't have to stick to exactly what's there. You can break it up and make it your own, and that's what I find so alluring. I don't always get a lot of kits, but in this one I just saw so much that I could take apart and do my own thing with. And I hope that that is all right with you all, because maybe I can inspire you to take a different look at things, and that's what it's all about. We're going to do the body really well. Oh, it's so pretty. I do not know if the camera, because I just used my cell phone, shows you just how pretty all that glitter and glue can be, but it really does bring your eye to it. And the inside came out just pretty too. So hope you guys like my case a card, my version of this one. I know I changed up a few things, but that's what I do. So thanks for watching, everybody. And now I have to clean up the entire mess around me so I can try again. Yeah, I need to do one more to feel I need to get video number 1 in hand to feel like I'm making progress on this. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope you come back and visit me here in my wonderland. Bye bye for now, everyone.